Hello everyone, welcome to the portal of ArthaPoint, which is courses.arthapoint.com learn. And here on this portal, beta, you can go ahead and have a look at various categories of courses, which is IIT JAM, CUET, MA Economics, DEPR, DU semester courses and whatnot. If you click on DU semester courses, you will be able to see the various courses on the portal which are available to you. A lot of these courses are an initiative of ArthaPoint, which means that we are not charging any fees, beta. This is only the portal fees, in which you have introductory mathematical methods for economics, introductory microeconomics, introductory statistics for economics. Then you have intermediate microeconomics, semester 3, intermediate microeconomics, macroeconomics. This is a paid course. Only this is for 5,000. So you can clearly see that in the paid course, if you click, you will also go ahead and get access to various assignments and you will get access to various other concepts also. So you see here, you also have additional lecture, you have notes, you have assignments, everything is part of the paid course. For all the subjects, you can see past year papers being solved. You can see past year papers being solved and important numericals being discussed in the paid course. So this is a paid course, which is for macroeconomics. But if you go ahead and if you look into the other courses of the economic semester, they are available for no fees. This is only the portal fees that we are charging. Similarly, if you go ahead and you look into the 5th semester, game theory is a paid course in which we are solving various problem sets also. But other than game theory, other courses like economic growth and business cycle, like introductory development economics, these are all the initiative, only portal fees is being charged. And if you go ahead and you look into this introductory development economics, you can see that I have gone ahead and I have covered a lot of the course, even though it is an initiative. You can see that unit 1 is completely covered. You can see that unit 2 is covered, and you can see that unit 4 is also completely covered. In unit 3 also, we have covered one chapter. So this is the link to our portal. You can go ahead, you can have a look at the various courses. Similarly, if you go ahead and you have a look at the IIT JAM courses, here you will be able to see the different mock test series for IIT JAM that have been launched. At the same time, you will be able to also see the question bank for CUET, which has been now launched, and you will be able to see the different other courses also, right? These are only few of the courses, beta. We do provide more courses also. These are the courses which you can directly access. But if you want a full-fledged course on IIT JAM or a full-fledged course on MA Economics entrance or a full-fledged course on Indian Economic Service, you can always contact Rohit sir and he will go ahead and he will talk about the different courses that we have. So I just wanted to quickly show you the portal of ArthaPoint, and all of you can go to this portal and you can have a look at different courses. Okay, beta, thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. In today's lecture, beta, I am going to go ahead and discuss some of the important integration questions, starting from the basic to the advanced level. And I'm also going to go ahead and talk about the kind of questions that we can expect in exam. Okay. So first few questions are very, very simple that you will see. And as I progress, I will also take you through some of the difficult questions. Now, there are different kind of questions that can come in exam from integration. कुछ बहुत specific तरीके के questions हैं जो आपको पढ़ने ही पढ़ने हैं exam point of view से. एक तो बेसिक क्वेश्चंस हैं जिसमें हमें किसी इंटीग्रेशन का कोई रूल यूज करना होगा, लाइक मल्टीप्लिकेशन रूल, प्रोडक्ट रूल, पावर रूल एक्सेट्रा, मतलब बेसिक इंटीग्रेशन क्वेश्चंस. The second kind of questions that can come from integration, that is going to be based on your application of integration. So application of integration can be some economic application. This is, for example, they can go ahead and ask you, okay, find marginal revenue, total revenue from marginal revenue, right? Or they can ask you find total cost from marginal cost. और फाइंड कंज्यूमर सरप्लस, फाइंड प्रोड्यूसर सरप्लस, ऐसे कुछ क्वेश्चन इंटीग्रेशन से आ सकता है. दिस इज ऑल एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस. The next type of question that can be asked in exam from the point of view of integration, it can be area under the curve. Again, it's an important topic और ये भी integration से बहुत often exam में आता ही आता है. I'm going to show you some examples related to that only. So let us start. Look at the first question. It says, integrate the following and you are given x cube. Very simple. If it is x cube, the power will increase and you have to divide by a higher power. So it will be x to the power 4 divided by 4 plus c. Simple and done. Look at the second part. X square plus x to the power 5 dx. So simple. I can just open this up. And when I will open this up, I can just write this as integration of x square dx plus integration of x to the power 5 dx. हाँ बेटा, तो integration of x square dx हो जाएगा, power will increase by 1 ना, तो x cube by 3. And integration of x to the power 5 में again power will increase, so x to the power 6 by 6 plus c. And that will be the answer to this question. Okay, now let's look into the next question and try to analyze what this question is saying. तो देखो ध्यान से क्या कह रहा है question. It says a firm uses one input labor to produce output. तो labor को use किया जा रहा है output को produce करने के लिए. And then the question is saying that marginal product of labor is given to you as this function. ये आपका MPL function है बेटा. Then this question says find production function. Production function मतलब कि the question is asking you to find total product. So we know this common rule that if I have to go from total product to marginal product, I have to differentiate. And if I have to go from marginal product to total product, I have to integrate. है ना बेटा? तो मेरे को क्या करना पड़ेगा? I need to go from marginal product to total product ना. It means that I need to integrate this function. मुझे इसको integrate करना पड़ेगा. So this is what I have done here. I have integrated the marginal product function. Beta, here there is no limit abhi. मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं है that I am given a definite integral. है ना? It's an infinite, indefinite. मेरे को कोई भी upper और lower limit नहीं पता, तो basic integration करना है. So integration of 10 root L will be what? 10 will come out. Integration of root L will be what? Power will increase by 1 and power will come in the denominator. Plus C. Basic integration. अच्छा, now have a look here. अब ये C का वैल्यू मुझे निकालना पड़ेगा. I need to find the C. तो क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है कि when L is 0, जब लेबर का वैल्यू 0 होगा तो आउटपुट भी 0 होगा. Q will also be 0. तो बेटा ये जो फंक्शन हमने निकाला है, this function that I have found out, this is nothing but total product. That means it is nothing but the value of Q. And now this question is telling me that when I will put L as 0, I should get Q also as 0. So instead of L in this function, I will plug in 0. And when I will plug 0 instead of L, तो यहाँ पर instead of Q भी मुझे 0 ही आना चाहिए. I should get 0 here also. So instead of L, I have plugged in 0. And instead of Q also, I am getting 0 only. Right, beta? तो यहाँ पर इसकी जगह पे I have got 0. And इसकी जगह पे भी I have plugged in 0. So यहाँ पे solve करके ये 0 हो गया. ये भी 0 हो गया. Plus C. So what is the value of C that I am getting from here? I am getting C is equal to 0. So now I will go back to the production function that I had formulated. And in this production function, instead of C, I'm going to put the value as 0. So beta mera production function aa jayega. Q is equal to 10 L to the power 1.5 divided by 1.5. And this will be my total product function. This kind of question can come in exam where they are asking you to tell what will be the total product function and they are giving you the marginal product. आपको marginal product दिया होगा और आपको total product निकालना होगा. बेटा come to the next question. अब area under the curve के कुछ question देखते हैं. So it is saying find area bounded by, and you are given two functions, y square is equal to 4x, and then you're given the second function as x square is equal to 4y. ये दो functions आपको given है. The first thing that you will be doing is you will be going ahead and you will be plotting these curves. Only then you will be able to solve them. तो इनको एक बारी plot करके देख लेते हैं. So beta, when I will just look at this curve, when I will put x as 0, then my y square will be 0. So it means my y will also be 0. But when I will put x as 1, it means my y square will be 4 into 1. That means 4. So my y will be plus minus under root 4. That means plus minus 2. तो अब हमें ये समझना होगा कि y की दो वैल्यूज चल रही हैं जब x की सिंगल वैल्यू चल रही है. When x is 1, y is taking the value plus minus 2. So if I were to go ahead and I were to plot this, I can say that when my x is 1, y can take the value plus 2 also, and y can take the value minus 2 also. It can be both plus and minus 2. So if I were to form the function here, the parabola here, it is going to be this shaped. Are you getting it? How I have formulated this shape? That there are going to be two values of y for one value of x. ये आपका ये function हो गया बेटा, y square is equal to 4x. अब दूसरा function हमें जो दिया हुआ है, that is given to us as x square is equal to 4y. फिर से we will do the same thing. So now I will put y as 0. So when I will put y as 0, I will get x square as 0. It means my x will also be 0. Then I will go ahead and put y as 1. When I will put y as 1, then x square will be 4 into 1. That means 4. So beta, if x square is 4, that means x will be plus minus 2. तो अब हमें क्या दिख रहा है? That for one value of y, I am getting two values of x in this case. इसमें x की दो values आ रही है ना? So it means that when y is 1, then x is plus and minus 2. Then x is plus and minus 2. So now this is how I have gone ahead and I have formulated this. And similarly, you will just go ahead and you can just formulate the two curves respectively. Clear ho ye baat? So beta, what is happening in this case is you should first try to see how you can get this these parabolas. तो जब x की वैल्यू -2 है तो भी y1 है और x की वैल्यू 2 है तो भी y1 है. So now when you will just derive this, you will get something like this. ऐसा एक parabola आपको मिल जाएगा. Now the question is asking find area between the curves. That means you need to go ahead and you need to find this area. This is the area that you have to find. Now just think about it. ध्यान से सुनना मेरी बात, बहुत important है. But to find the area between two curves, first of all, I must know their point of intersection. पहले मुझे जानना होगा where these two curves are intersecting. ये वाला point क्या है और ये वाला point क्या है? सबसे पहले ये जानना जरूरी है. In order to find this कि ये कहाँ intersect कर रहे हैं, I need to solve these two equations simultaneously. So my first equation says y square is equal to 4x. And my second equation is saying x square is equal to 4y. I have to solve these two equations simultaneously. मुझे इन दोनों equation को solve करना है. So here instead of x, मैं यहाँ से x का value निकाल लूंगी. So I will get x is equal to y square by 4. And I will put this x here. So x की जगह पे I will plug y square by 4 whole square is equal to 4y. क्या आ जाएगा बेटा? I will get y cube by 4 into 4, 16 is equal to 4 into y. हाँ बेटा. So I will get, sorry, not y cube, y to the power 4. I just went one step ahead. So now I will just cancel one y and I will get y cube is equal to 64. तो माने मेरा जो y हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा. And if my y will be 4, I can just plug that value here. So my x will be 4 ka whole square divided by 4. It means 4. So I have found out the point of intersection that x is 4 and y is also 4. ये intersection point मेरे को निकालना जरूरी है. Only then I can find the area under the curve. Clear हुई बात? अच्छा, now to find the area under the curve, ध्यान से सुनो मैं क्या बोलने लगी हूँ बेटा. Look that if I will integrate this curve, if I will integrate this curve between 0 to 4, then I will go ahead and I will get this area. ये मुझे एरिया मिलेगा इसके नीचे का सारा, जो भी होगा उसका पूरा एरिया, उसके नीचे का सारा एरिया मुझे मिल जाएगा फॉर दिस एक्स एक्सिस. Similarly, look that if I will integrate this curve beta between 0 to 4, then I will get the area under this curve. ये वाला सारा मिल जाएगा मुझे. तो अगर मैं इनको subtract करूं, then what is the remaining area I will be left up with? This. Am I clear with it? This is what I'm going to go ahead and do in this case. I hope this is absolutely clear to everyone. So ये जो मेरा curve था, ये वाला, I will integrate this between 0 to 4. मेरे को point of intersection मिल गया है. Minus, I will subtract the integration of this curve. Again between 0 to 4. And I will get the area in between. मुझे ये बीच वाला area मिल जाएगा. I will get the area in between. Am I clear on that? Okay, beta. So now just see here. And this is what I have done here. So I have found out the point of intersection as 4, 4. And then I am just performing this integration. अच्छा, एक और important, बहुत important चीज है. Because you are integrating across the x-axis, है ना बेटा? मैं x की value ले रही हूँ ना from 0 to 4. I'm integrating across the x-axis. एक तो बात ये है, I have to always integrate using one variable. एक ही variable use कर सकते हैं. So in this case, I am going to use only the variable x. Now, the important aspect is that if I am integrating using x, then I can only use everything in terms of x. तो मैं दूसरी चीज यूज नहीं कर सकती हूँ. माने I just can't say कि ठीक है, I am integrating 4y, x square is equal to 4y है ना, तो x हो गया root of 4y minus यहाँ पे मैंने सीधा इस कर्व को ले लिया 4x. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. No. Whenever you will perform the integration, you have to write everything in terms of x. हर चीज x में होनी चाहिए, ये बहुत important है. So because I am integrating across the x-axis, if x square is 4y, it means that beta y will be x square by 4. y will be x square by 4. तो ये कर्व x के टर्म्स में हो गया y is equal to x square by 4. और ये वाला कर्व, this is given to me as y square is equal to 4x. तो y हो जाएगा बेटा root of 4x. That means 2 root x. Clear हुई ये बात? So I have been able to go ahead and get this curve also in terms of x and this curve also in terms of x. अब I can perform the integration. Now I can do the integration. तो यही बेटा मैंने यहाँ पे किया है. I have found the two curves in terms of x and then area between the two curves क्या था? Area under one curve minus area under two curve, है ना? Subtract करना था. तो this is my first curve equation minus second curve equation integrated within the intersection point 0 to 4 dx. Clear हुई ये बात एकदम? I hope this is making some sense to you. तो बेटा अब तो इसको हमें इंटीग्रेट करना है, तो इंटीग्रेट कर देते हैं. बहुत सिंपल है. रूट x मतलब हो गया x to the power half. तो इसका इंटीग्रेशन क्या होगा? पावर विल इंक्रीज बाय 1 एंड दैट विल कम इन द डिनोमिनेटर. तो ये रहा इसका इंटीग्रेशन. हाँ बेटा. देन एक्स स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन क्या हो जाएगा, एक्स क्यूब बाय 3, और 4 एक एक्स्ट्रा था, सो 4 into 3 is 12, so this is x cube by 12. And I am integrating this between 0 to 4. So I have just integrated this between 0 to 4. क्या करते हैं, you put the upper limit minus the lower limit. So you will go ahead and put 4 first everywhere, minus 0. 0 का तो कुछ होगा नहीं. So therefore, what will happen in this case is that once you plug in the value, you will get 4 to the power 3 by 2 minus 4 cube by 12. So this is going to be 4 to the power 3 by 2 into 2 cube minus 4 cube by 12. So when you will solve this, you will get 16 by 3. Clear हुआ ये बात? Area between the curve. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you one more question related to area under the curve. देखो ध्यान से बेटा. It says the area bounded between parabola x square is equal to y by 4 and x square is equal to 9y and straight line y is equal to 2 is. Think about it. यहां पर I can't do what I have done in the last question. क्यों? क्योंकि if you have noticed, there is no intersection between these two curves. एक बोल रहा है कि x square y by 4 के बराबर है, एक बोल रहा है कि x square 9y के इक्वल है. Is there any intersection between these two? No. क्योंकि अगर इंटरसेक्ट करेंगे तो x square अगर इसके भी इक्वल और इसके भी, इट मींस y by 4 और 9y इक्वल हो गए. तो y और y कैंसिल, इट मींस 1 by 4 9 के इक्वल हो गया. बेटा ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. 1 by 4 and 9 are not equal to each other. ये बहुत अलग बातें हैं. So it means that these two curves are not intersecting. तो पहला हमारा एनालिसिस ये रहेगा, हाउ विल वी गो अहेड एंड हाउ विल वी प्लॉट. हम प्लॉट कैसे करें, पहले हमें प्लॉटिंग सीखनी होगी, तभी तो हम एरिया अंडर द कर्व निकालेंगे. तो व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द फर्स्ट वन, बेटा इसकी प्लॉटिंग करते हैं. एक्स स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू वाई बाय 4. सो व्हेन वाई इज 0, एक्स विल बी 0. व्हेन बेटा y is 1, x square will be 1 by 4. तो x हो जाएगा plus minus 1 by 2. That means plus minus 0.5. So बच्चे, what will be the plotting of this one? इसका plotting हमने कैसे किया? How are we plotting it? We are saying that when my y is 0, x is 0. And when y takes the value 1, x takes the value both minus 0.5 and both plus 0.5. So this curve will be formed like this. ऐसा एक कर्व बन गया. Now look into the next curve. Next curve क्या बोलता है बच्चे? x square is equal to 9y. ठीक है जी, let's start with this now. तो इसको जरा वी विल मेक द पॉइंट्स. एक्स स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 9y है. हाँ बेटा. सो व्हेन y इज 0, तो एक्स स्क्वायर हो जाएगा 9 into 0, दैट मीन्स 0. बेटा व्हेन आई एम टेकिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ y एज 1, जब हमने y को 1 लिया, तो बेटा एक्स स्क्वायर विल बी 9, सो x विल बी प्लस माइनस 3 ना. So when y is 1, y को हमने 1 ही लिया है, x will be 3 and x will also be minus 3. So if I were to plot this one, then I will be having a curve looking like this. ये हो गया मेरा दूसरा पैराबोला. And then the question is saying, and the straight line y is equal to 2. तो बेटा y is equal to 2 ये रहा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे y1 है, यहाँ पे y2 हो गया. So y equal to 2 के साथ वाला, if I were to plot the line, I will have this. अब देखो क्या बोल रहा है क्वेश्चन. It says the area bounded between these two parabolas and the straight line. माने I need to go ahead and I need to find this area. दोनों पैराबोलास और इस स्ट्रेट लाइन के बीच का एरिया निकाल. अब दिस इज ट्रिकी Beta, if I go ahead and I integrate across the x-axis, तो बहुत डिफिकल्टी आ जाएगी, क्योंकि ध्यान से देखो, फर्स्ट आई विल गो ahead and find this point कि वो x-axis पे क्या पड़ता है. Then I will integrate this curve, subtract this curve. Then I will integrate this one from here to here. Then I will subtract this one. बहुत difficult है ये, 4 steps. So I don't want to integrate across the x-axis. It is a wrong way of doing it. In this case, you will integrate across the y-axis. कैसे integrate करोगे? Across the y-axis. So what will you do? You will integrate from 0 to 2, right? First, you will integrate this curve. तो ये सारा area आ जाएगा. When you will integrate this curve. This curve. And then you will integrate this curve, is area under this curve. तो ये वाला area आ जाएगा. This curve. And when you will subtract, you will get this. Am I clear on that? Right? So you have to integrate across the y-axis. So you have to write everything in terms of y. सब कुछ y के terms में लिखना जरूरी है. Right? So you will write this in terms of y. तो बेटा x का value क्या आ जाएगा? y by 4 under root. You will write this in terms of y. तो x का value क्या आ जाएगा? root 9y. Now you will find the area under the curve. This is what I have done. Am I clear on this here? So root 9y, that means 3 root y minus root y by 2, and you will integrate it between 0 to 2. You will integrate this area between 0 to 2. ये बात clear हो गई? ऐसे ही यहाँ वाला एरिया भी सेम ही है, बिकॉज ये तो ये बोल रहा था ना कि एरिया बिटवीन द कर्व्स, वो तो यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है. तो therefore I have multiplied it with 2. Now I am leaving it up to you to solve this question and see what answer you will be getting, right? So these are some of the practice questions of integration. Such questions related to area under curve are very important from the point of view of exam, and they can definitely ask them that. Okay, beta, thank you.